I'm building a whole entire public bike park. Woburn Bike Park has been closed for a month now, but we've already built the top half of a flowy blue line and this epic line of brand new dirt jumps. So far it's been pretty difficult to build epic jumps and features because of all the mess and logs left from the tree felling part of the operation. But over Christmas it was rad. We had so much support from local volunteers to clear all of that mess. So now the speed of building and testing can like ridiculously ramp up, because being a month in already, we're actually running out of time. In 20 years riding here, I've never seen Woburn as like such a clean slate. Local farmer Darren came up and did a couple of days in that 9-ton machine, and he's like transformed the area. All the gradients have changed. It's now so perfect for building dirt jumps for you guys to come and shred. He's even built a pond for all the water to drain into. So now it is go time. We've got some smaller machines now for fine tuning and shaping all of the jumps, but before we get really stuck into building pro lines, I think it's really important that we upgrade Woburn's technique area. This zone was built a few years ago for beginners to progress from rollers and berms all the way up to tabletops and getting air. And although my 2-year-old son Cove loves this spot, there's actually too much of a skill gap between this area and the rest of the bike park. So today we're going to do two things. Firstly, we're going to make that roll-in even wider and taller to serve a whole new line of gap jumps, well, tabletops with corresponding gap jumps that are a bit bigger. That's important for progression. But more importantly, I want to take this area all the way over the steep end of this hill, all the way down to the lowest point, and then even adding a trick step up or a fly out going back up the other side to finish. So we're going to make it twice as wide, twice as long, and twice as sick. Build laps. This looks insane. That is by far the most ultimate build laps we've ever done on the channel ever. Like everything to the right hand side of this tabletop is brand new since where we were at the start of the build lap. So, well, firstly we made the roll-in about 2 foot higher, which is going to be really important to help people on enduro bikes with softer tyres get more speed for these jumps. So I think people that can't really pump need a bigger roll-in. So that's epic. We will add a handrail at some point. I'm not a complete lunatic, and nor are you guys. But tabletop line all the way through. So these are slightly bigger and longer than what's already there. But this is so perfect now. This is what every bike park needs, and it's so important for progression because you've got the tabletop line with exact corresponding gap jumps. And I've forgotten really the need for tabletops, but so many people message me and say, how do I get over the fear of doing gap jumps? Well, this is literally how. So that's really good for progression and confidence. But from there onwards, it gets way more exciting and way more twisty. So here we've got a continuous lip all the way across that's bulletproof now. Like today we're going to test this because it's frozen. It's a perfect opportunity. Tabletop, gap jump with a slightly hooked up outside edge. So it'll feel a little bit like a hip. But it starts to get interesting because when you drop in, you can immediately transfer across. You could transfer from that tabletop lip to this landing. You could go the other way. You can do them straight. A lot of this inspirations come from Woburn Bike Park in Barcelona, Gorge Road Trails in New Zealand. Phoenix Bike Park does this really well in Cambridge. Then on the outside edge, I've added a cambered roller, which again is really important because if everyone starts on the same rolling and everyone finishes at the same end point, you could argue that how will the jumps be any different to what was already there? Because the same amount of speed applies. So I've kind of added an option of a roller to really pump, and like you could probably double your speed over that, which feeds into the first, I'd say, proper dirt jump lip on the outside edge of the technique area. So originally I was going to add 2 new lanes. Now at this point we've got 3 lanes with the originals. There's 4, although you can't really see it, there's actually 4 jumps here. The original tabletop that I've made better, a slightly steeper one here with a taller landing, and it keeps getting taller as we go across. So the gap jump and the setback hip. Now I'll meet you around the other side. So this is the widest landing I've ever built, ever. It is going to be a lot of maintenance, but we've got it. We'll probably use carpets. But I love how wide everything is and how many options there are already to do transfers. And like most of it's rollable, but it's really the transfers that are super important to me. But over here it gets well exciting because now it continues all the way through the valley. So this is the 4th jump. Again, one continuous lip all the way along with a steeper, slightly more poppy one on the outside. Now, because the ground's like bulletproof and frozen, you can see how frozen all of that is. It's so difficult to shape things and get it perfect because the ground's freezing as you're digging. So I came up this morning at 2 AM and did a fat morning shift and have built all of that with soft sand, which right now is freezing. And young Finley here, Woburn local hero, is going to test ride some of this stuff today to try and get an understanding of how fast you're going. But I mean, you guys have just seen this for the first time, haven't you? It's so sick. This is where the options really start, right? So after that left hip that I showed you on the 3rd jump, this is a much bigger right hip with a hook landing. So that's one option that goes into what will just be the most ludicrous hip ever in that bank. Then if you're on the gap jumps, you've got the option to do a gap step down here, which, I mean, I think that's the perfect size. There's a little bit of a roller there, but it was, again, hard because it was frozen. And if you're on the proper tabletop line, we've got a double roller all the way down, so you can just roll the whole thing. But there's options. I think you can jump from this roller all the way to the step down landing, from the step down lip to the second roller. I think you can jump from the step down lip into the pocket of that hip landing. You could scrub boob over that. You could, oh, it's so bright. Like, there's so many options here, but I think you're going to be able to go to the moon on that hip, or you could do a fly out on the top and then roll into the step up we're about to build. So many options. There's probably 40 ways of riding what we've built here. It's so wide, so epic. But the one thing I don't know is how fast we're going to be riding up that bank on the other side. So Finley, you up for riding this step down? Yeah. Let's do it. And this is like all an unknown, and it didn't even exist a few days ago. So it's all resting in your hands, mate.
I'll try.
Good luck. Here we go. Oh, he's going to case it, 100%. He's gone slow. He's too slow. He's through. Transfer. He's through. He's through. Yes. Great, get down. Yes. Great, get down. Yes, boy. Oh, it looks rapid.
It was well fast.
You greased everything. There was not even a jump there this morning, and he's just jumped it perfectly and barely left a tyre mark. I love winter. Technologia. How does it feel?
The first ones are insane.
What do you mean insane? Soft?
No, like perfect.
What, like built well?
Yeah, perfect.
Like, almost like it was built by someone who knows.
Almost.
I'm stoked, mate. You landed, your tyre marks are all perfect. Yes, dude.
Perfect as well down there.
Yes, young Finn. Well, actually, it looks more than perfect. It looks a bit ridiculous.
Like, yeah, it's quite fast.
Do you want to do it again? Do you think you'd have easily had enough speed to go up the steep, like the vertical bank, the cliff?
Yeah.
For the people that roll this, I think they need a bank up there.
You'd be able to get
So it could go rollable bank, trickable jump, and proper kicker. 3 options. Yeah, let's go again.
Perfect.
Yes, young Finn.
Excited, man.
Technique area. Great technique. Oh, Steve's Lord! Steve's Lord! Fast spin! I haven't seen biking for so long. I wouldn't be able to do that.
Oh, it's perfect, man.
Yes, Finn! I'm so jealous, man, that I don't get to ride this yet, but I think we build the step up. Let's do it. That looks sick. So here we're gonna have a wooden kicker for a mulch jump. Then if you've done the step down, you can do gaps. This is a gap option up to there. Then after this, I'm gonna dig through the entire like double cliff and have a rollable option if you're coming out the tables. All of these lead up onto the hill, along there, back to the start. Bosh. Jono's here now, who tested the first ever track of the Woburn Bike Park rebuild, the blue track. That's frozen now. You could actually go and have another go.
So it'll be running prime.
Yeah. And I think, well, the reason Jono's come up is to prove that the technique area is doable on a trail bike. God, he must be so cold, bare hands.
Go on.
That's fast, that's really fast. Yeah, boy! You can flip that. Yes, boy. Loop it, bar it, whip it, three it, barp it.
Well, I don't need to test it.
Yes,
really.
you do, because he's on a fast rolling dirt jump bike and he's quite dense.
It is dense.
You're actually
Anvil.
the densest guy.
I'll show you dense.
Are your tyres soft?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Wrong way.
What do you mean wrong way? You said follow the time up. That is what I'm doing.
Come on!
Really soft.
Oh, he got it back. His tyres are really soft, aren't they?
Yeah.
To be honest, for an entire jump park that's been built in one build laps, for two riders on two different bikes to make it to the end, then we had a step up and they both got up it. That is a rip-roaring success. There, Jono! That was nice. Look at the trail bike steez. Do you want to try Sui no hand of that?
I won't feel my hands coming back.
Oh, they're really, really, really cold. Congrats to the new sponsor, by the way.
Thank you very much. Congrats on the new bike park.
Congrats on turning up when it's just ready to ride, as you've done for the last 20 years.
What time did you get here this morning? 2. That is actually true. I had a text from him
Outrageous.
at 2 in the morning saying I'm in the digger.
It's because of the frost. I had to get in to
No, there's no excuse. You're an idiot. You need to go to sleep.
Here he comes, out the way. This is such a sick zone, isn't it? Like
Yeah.
you come in with so much speed and then have no speed, which is the best. Yes, Finn! Hold on! Yes! Oh, that was awesome!
Sick.
But how
was
sick
scary,
is this
man.
section?
That's mint.
This is going to be so good for like kids learning tricks. You could probably land backwards, couldn't you?
Easily.
Right, are you up for going to the dirt jumps, testing some stuff? It's rough over there, but
No, we'll give it a
today's the
go.
day.
It should be perfect.
We are definitely running out of time. That's taken a good few days, but we're going to go to the dirt jumps now, give those a test, and if that works, we can really crack on. But I just want to remind you that Mavrix, the authentic mountain bike, ultra realistic video game that I've been working on for 2 years, is going live on Xbox and PlayStation on January 22nd. So it's right round the corner. It's going to be massive. You can race real world live leaderboards for real world prizes. There's slopestyle mode now, loads of tricks. It's the sickest game ever. Play with your friends. John's been working hard with me on it, but not as hard as Finley is about to hit the first takeoff over here. So if you haven't seen it, this is the 8-pack of dirt jumps I'm working on. Brand new line all the way down. I think today it's possible to hit the first 3 jumps because this is such a rare opportunity to test stuff in January when it's not soft. But I'm not testing anything because of my ankle. But Finley, you keen, hey?
Keen.
I actually think go really slow for the first, mate.
Yeah, for sure.
And the third takeoff's rough. So maybe,
I'll miss that one out.
okay, yeah, let's try and get 2 done and then flip something. Get it, Finn? I'm jealous you're riding that S-bend. Oh, it's lovely. Oh, it looks amazing. You'll clear that. Yes, boy!
Easy.
That couldn't have been a better first run. I mean, you literally tagged the second by an inch, right?
I didn't pump at all as well.
It looks like, it looks so good. It's like a roller coaster. That berm looks sick, like you stay high.
The berm was so nice.
It looked like you're just hanging out, and then this landing looks like a bowling alley, like you build so much speed.
Yeah.
Do you think you could easily have enough speed to do that on a trail bike?
Yeah,
if you race
for sure.
this?
For sure.
Wow,
I didn't
how,
pump
it's
at all.
insane that we've got started. So much luck involved with this. So much luck. Like that's 60 foot of trail, and it all has to fit together like a perfect jigsaw puzzle. And it does go again. Can you just have a little session of it?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, obviously Jono's coming to have a go. He's like, oh, there's more jumps for me to ride. I've spent hours making these, and you always show up.
I was going to leave, but in the corner of my eye I saw him going through them. Is it available maybe for me to have a little go? Or?
This was, I've tried to build it so it would be possible on a trail bike in the summer. So being frozen, this would be a really good test, please.
Little squash.
Yes! Oof. Not bad, you pulled up really hard.
Yeah.
There's a metre case pad on this.
There's a big pad on it, isn't
Yeah,
there?
you probably... Look again, Jono. Go on, Finn. Yo! Yo!
Why are you doing that when it's frozen?
Oh, Jono, you know what to do. Scorpion kick. Are those S-bends awesome? Yeah, John boy.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh! Iron it up. It works on a trail bike. Go on, Jono. He's gonna you're gonna guinea pig it. Pedaling around the berm. Trail bike.
Oh.
Oh! Fair play. Did he pedal here?
Yeah.
I think it's too big. I honestly have quite a good idea. I might split the lips and have like a shorter one for trail bikes and a setback one for dirt jump bikes.
That pump's not currently pumpable.
That's true. Because that lip's wide enough to take two lips to one landing. Let's see what Finn does anyway. Go on, Finn. Here he comes. Oh, those berms look so good.
Oh, with ease.
This is sick. It all works. Sick. Yes, Finn. Just had another idea. Right. What I'm going to do is split that lip into two, but it's too frozen now. But where there's this like mess down here, see down here.
Yeah.
I think because that jump's quite big and quite intimidating, we could split it here and have a little trick step up, fly out, so that some people just do 1, 2 step up, done. Like that's a nice loop then, isn't it?
Yeah, that'd be good.
Right, let's build that. Well, that was quick. I think that's such a sick addition. It's very much like where you'd go to a skate park to learn tricks. Woburn now has one as a divert option from the dirt jump line, because the lip's probably just under 5 foot tall. I'm obviously just over 6 foot. This is way bigger. That's like 6.5 foot. So not everyone's gonna love the idea of hitting that. And on those days, we've just built you another option, and Finley's about to demonstrate it. Take it away, Finn. Oh, you braked! I heard you brake! Usually when I do YouTube videos, we build a jump, session it, try tricks, change it. The rate of events here is like nothing I've ever done. It's actually hard to film and keep you guys along, but I feel like we're doing an alright job. But even in the last like 2 hours, we've built 2 jumps, Finley's tested them. Anyway, onwards. Oh, it's a long 3. Look at the carve. Dude, look where his back tyre took off. That's the cool thing about dirt. I bet in a skate park you wouldn't know that happens. Your back tyre doesn't use the top metre of takeoff. Yeah. There was a proper cut through 3, that was. What do you think? Is it the wrong shape? It feels like it's a bit tight.
It's a bit aggressive in the bomb hole.
So this is, the bomb hole's too tight for the size of the line?
I reckon so.
Okay, that's easy. We'll just dig it through and put that dirt on the landing.
And I reckon the lip will go up a little bit.
Okay, sick. Good feedback. That'd be quite a mean transfer. Do you reckon you... Yeah, once we dig it through and put more on the landing, if this is the set back lip, do you think you could pull back? Yeah, of course you could. I love transfers. You'll do that. Jameson, you haven't even ridden in a month and you're calling fat transfers.
Got dodgy knee and I.
Got dodgy knee, dodgy ankle. Do you want another one?
Yeah, I'll go, yeah.
Oh! Oh, no way! Mate, that would be insane if you got that.
No, I'm not very good at fakies either, to be honest.
That's a world's first at the new Woburn rebuild. I'd easily be able to fake you that. You've got that one on you. Get it, get it, get it, get it, get it. That was the ultimate 3. Yes, what a run. Yes, young Finn.
Lush.
So jealous. Oh, stop. Oh! Why's your leg off? Oh, the testiculars. Cut! Right, I want the momentum to continue. Now I've seen riding, it's getting way more exciting. So I'm back up on the hill where in the first video of this whole series, I built this blue line. Well, Matt Priest did all the digger work. It looks amazing. And now I've got the opportunity to actually take it all the way to the finish. So I've already added this berm this morning. Should come over the triple. Hopefully someone's going to jump that whole triple, we'll find out. Hit this berm, which is a bit rough, but with the really wide bucket, I've got like a really wide tilt grader on that 5-ton machine, and it's actually pretty tricky to do berms because of the area of the bucket is too big to get the curve both ways, or I'm just not good enough. So you come out, you come out of the left corner, and now we're onto this straight, and that, like, it's so much easier now we've cleared up all the mess. And this tractor came, it's like 360 horsepower Fendt with a mulcher on the back, and it's driven around and just mulched everything, like stumps, logs, roots. Everything is now turned into wood chip and soil, which is unbelievable. It like makes it so much more of a clean slate again. So come down there, I think I'm gonna build a really long tabletop so that beginner riders, because this is a beginner line, can jump onto the top or aim to clear it as something to build up to. But this is gonna be a very fast section for people who are off the brakes. So we need to be able to cater for that. But where it gets, like for me, so exciting and so new, is about here. We're gonna dive bomb down there into what was the dirt jump area, the pump track. There was a little trick step up. That's all gone now. And look at that straight line all the way to the end. So this will be the longest track that's ever been at Woburn, the most accessible, and an on-ramp to the rest of the bike park. So I'm proud to be building this, but I'm well excited to drop down there and have another couple of jumps all the way to where you push up for the technique area. It's all fitting together. Watch this, build laps. Look at that view. Like, this build has been insane. The potential that that area has when you see what we can do in like 24 hours. 24 hours ago, none of those jumps in the distance were even there. Like, this blue line is just going to be the sickest thing. So it now goes all the way from the top to the bottom. There's the left berm I was working on, looking a lot better now after a bit of shovel work. And then we go into this tabletop, as promised. Nice long tabletop, completely rollable. I'll probably take like the top few inches off so it's less of a lip for people. But you could, this is an absolute roller coaster. It's gonna be so fun and so fast. There originally was a jump track that went through here onto that landing, and I've had to kind of maintain an access for the dumper and the digger for when we build more stuff, but eventually this could be reinstated. Craig's just doing the edge now with the shovel. This is Craig, who's come up from Devon. He helped me with a guy called Wharton build the pit bike track at my house. He's been an absolute fiend on the digger, making everything look good. So thank you, Craig. Now for the main event. How unbelievably sick does this look? So I didn't really know how to get from this bank here down there. And I didn't want it to be boring, but it is a blue run. So it's really important that everything's rollable I kind of just position it as like, could my wife Gemma ride this? And so far, yes. But I kind of had a cunning plan to make the inside rollable, and we did have to do quite a lot of work by hand to level that up. So if you're going slow, you don't get dragged down the hill. But on the outside, I built a shark fin. And I love shark fins because there's very few scenarios where you can build one. The ground has to be perfect. You can't ever force building a shark fin. You need all the levels and the ground to fall away in the perfect way. And this does. So we've got this shark fin that goes to the left. If you ride on the outside line, you can jump all the way from there to here with this epic, like, bowled out pocket landing. Now it is a bit sniper and a bit steep right now, so I'll probably round that off more like that and take the knuckle off of it so it's more accessible. Like, if you're good, you'll do the shark fin. If you're learning, you'll go inside, and it all feeds back into one nice roller and into, honestly, quite a big tabletop. But it has to be big. Big doesn't make it harder. It has to be big for people that aren't braking. If you come down here fast, that needs to be a long jump. But if you're on the brakes, you can just roll over it. And then where the digger bucket is the finish. You'll just corkscrew out there, walk back to the top, or e-bike back to the top, or pedal back to the top, and go again. I've actually become quite overwhelmed by this whole bike park project. I haven't even been able to sleep. Like, I come up here so early in the morning. In my head, building a bike park was just going to be building a few dirt jumps. But in reality, building a bike park is way more than that. But it's paying off because we're building so fast. Like, can you imagine when that whole section's done in the next couple of videos, how unbelievable that view is going to be? That's the next video, is doing the dirt jump. So Woburn's unbelievable. It's now got a top to bottom blue run, pending a red run and a black run. Meanwhile, Jamie has been over there doing just the most impressive shovel work on the technique area. Now it's all thawed out. You should see it. And if you come up here, Craig's been busy in the digger. Come up here, Danny. We had the moto line here, which was our big jump, like I said, and next to it, the transfer line, which some of the local lads, like the core volunteers and the local dudes up here, have been revamping so much other stuff, which is exciting at the same time. But these used to cross, and we can't really have crossing tracks at a formal public bike park. So Craig's moved the jump that was there all the way to the other side and built a big tabletop for the end of transfer line, which again is a bit steep now. I'll scratch the front off. Honestly, so much is happening. It's well difficult to keep up with the video, but we're flying, honestly. Unfortunately, I've got no one to test this. So let's come back in the morning and hope we've got someone to ride this thing. The Woburn's insane. See you in the morning. We had tons of rain overnight, like a legit UK storm, but the whacker plated sections are pretty firm. I came up this morning and shaped like the end of the blue run, and I was going to strap my ankle up and just have a go myself because it's been so frustrating building all this stuff and not being able to ride it. But the stunt double has arrived. My twin brother Jono is here to guinea pig this section. We managed to drag him away from the Mavrix desk.
We've been putting the final touches in. The game comes out soon. It's so sick. We're excited. And I get to ride this run, which I've had no input in building.
And he's the only person to ride the top half. So it's actually annoying. Doesn't come up and help with the digging, but tests everything. But I think you can get that berm and it's not too soft. I'd love to think you'll clear this table, which is long, but please brake here, because like the obvious line for you would be to do the shark fin, but the landing's soft, you'll hit the bank. No, just go around the inside and then see if you can clear the last, yeah? All right. Please. And then we know that our work here is done.
Here we are again. He's asked me to go from this landing because the top's soft after all the rain and the thawing out. So what we do is he says, look at that berm, man. Here we are. Yeah, it's a bit soft. Oh, this is sick.
Yes! Sick! You actually cleared it! We can do it! Go on! Yeah! Yes! That is sick! Don't have to change it! Look at where he landed on this, it was perfect!
Yes!
And it didn't look that hard, did it? Jono's a good bike rider, but it looked like someone who can't jump would just be able to meander their way down there. Okay. Yeah, boy! I thought he was going to do the shark fin.
Do you reckon we should try it?
No.
No?
The landing's wrong.
Too soft.
Well, he can if he wants, but I don't. I need him working.
That's butter. Well built, boys. That's fun. I was thinking as we went down, you could do that on the tandem.
You could. The tandem bluey.
Look where I landed. Spot on. The berm was soft going in, but...
Can you do it again?
Yeah.
I loved watching. Every time I thought, oh, I'm like anxious with frustration that you're going to chainring a jump, and it'll be like, no, back to the drawing board, because there's so much more to do with very little time. That was sick, mate. Go. It will be soft, but go from the top.
Yeah?
Just to see. Yeah.
Top to bottom run. Yeah.
Top to
T
bottom.
to B.
T to B. What's the Did you carry enough speed to go out at the finish?
Yeah.
Yes!
Soft down there, but like you'd have been up and then like rolling round to the walk up, you know?
What a bike park building team. Go on then, get up there.
Boys. Back at the top, I think we've got to bear in mind there will be more of a rolling than this. Matt thinks there's going to be like a tower maybe, so we'll be coming in with more speed. Let's give it a go. Nice. Nice.
Yes! Woo!
Yeah.
That looks mint! Yes,
That's so fun.
That's the best track ever!
Yeah, well done.
Woo!
Yeah, that's dope.
Yes, boy!
It's actually so fun. We've never had a track at Woburn that's like wide, that flows, that uses the hill that well.
I'm buzzing, mate.
You've all smashed it. It needs a name.
Thank you. I always wanted to call it Pamela Sanderson, but we had a comment on the first video when I asked what to call it, and someone said Flowburn, as in Woburn Bike Park, Flowburn, and I really like that one, so we're calling this first blue track Flowburn.
And I got to ride it. Thank you.
Which is annoying. I can't describe my jealousy and frustration, but Jono's going back to work now. So I'll see you in a bit. Yeah, interestingly, so Mavrix comes out in a few days, and right now he's doing all the Red Bull sponsorship. We've actually got Red Bull as a sponsor in Mavrix. All the challenges have to be really hard, and for those people that want to grind for that sponsor, in just a few days you'll be riding around, there'll be people riding around the Mavrix world in a Red Bull helmet, which is crazy. But this has been the most bonkers YouTube video with regard to building I've ever made. We've built so much stuff. I'm completely overwhelmed, but this is the first build project I've ever done where the public will be able to come and ride these creations, and that makes it really special to me. I'm stoked to be giving back to the place that I'd have no career without this place, and that's incredible. So shout out to Woburn Estate, the landowner, the forestry, everyone who's come and helped clear up, the volunteers. I'm going back to the dirt jumps now for the next video. Legends.